Hi guys, this is Tito Miles.
And this is Tita Josie, and welcome to our channel. So tonight is the third episode of BENxJIM. Yay!
Yahoo!
So excited for this episode. Last episode was, it was kind of like a "what is going on" episode because they were reconnecting. It was so nice in the beginning, and then after Ben told Jim that he was gay, then there was kind of like a little bit of uncomfortable moments between them, and they were kind of like fighting a little bit. And Ben was saying like a lot of stuff that wasn't so nice,
Right.
and and then we saw at the very end um, we saw Jim defending Ben when Leo finally showed up, right?
Super. I love that
Yeah,
moment.
super
Well,
sweet.
Tita Josie, I noticed that in Filipino culture, uh, the straight guys tend to make fun of the
Mm,
gays, right? It's like
mm.
I have a lot of friends
Yeah,
who grew up
yeah,
being teased and being not exactly bullied, but
yeah, yeah,
whenever there's a chance, the guys would say like, "Oh, you're like so soft," or
yeah, yeah,
your gayness might
yeah,
rub on
yeah,
me," or something like
yeah.
that. Exactly what
Mm,
Ben, or sorry, what Jim had been kind of like
mm,
playing with Ben in the previous episode.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I think it's a very Pinoy way of depicting how the gays live
yeah,
in Filipino society. But at the same time, it's kind of problematic because it kind of makes the gays feel like it's wrong to be gay, or
yeah,
that they
yeah,
tend to hide their true selves, right,
yeah,
from
yeah.
the society, because they're kind of afraid of being ridiculed or being
Yes,
teased,
yes,
even by the
agreed.
people that are closest to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's true. And another thing that I was seeing on Twitter that people were having kind of like a little bit of an issue with was the fact that when Jim rescued Ben, the first thing that he called Ben was wifey. So because I understand that to a certain degree because obviously with a lot of people who aren't part of the community, they kind of think that, oh, when two gays are together, or two men are together, then one of them takes like a female role,
Yes.
and that's not the case, right? So but having said that, uh, and this is something that we were talking about when it was just the two of us that were talking, right? Like my boyfriend has been calling me his wife like for the longest time, and I love it. So
Yes, yes, exactly. I guess it's a matter of preference, right?
yeah,
Or if you have accepted that that is your role
yeah.
in the relationship, then it shouldn't be a problem. But
Or
I think it's more of the labeling.
yeah, I don't think it's like the role. It's more
Yes,
like the label, right? Because
the
I love
label.
that label. I'm sorry,
Yes,
and
yeah.
I wanted to bring that up also because like I kind of definitely if the labels that the two of you want to have are like husband and husband, then great,
Mm-hmm.
right? But if like in my case also, I wanted to share Pizza Miles that for me it's not a matter of necessarily uh, being female or whatever, right? Because like as you know, I don't consider myself as transgender. I do
Mm-hmm.
obviously go by Tita Josie, so obviously I don't go by at least on this channel, I don't refer to myself as Joseph, even though like I do use the name Joseph like in the workplace or in other
Yes.
places. But for me it's because like labels are not really a big deal. I think part of that, and I don't know if we've ever really talked about this, but because I consider myself as bigender,
Mm-hmm.
I consider myself as like both male and female,
Mm-hmm.
and like moving maybe like obviously a little bit more on the female
The
side.
female.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you look at it like under the spectrum of gender identity, I think being by gender, if I'm not mistaken, is kind of like under the umbrella of what do you call this, of non-binary, gender non-binary.
Non-binary.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So that's why like I'm perfectly okay with people using the pronouns he, him, she, her.
Yes,
I love
yes.
all of them. I
Right.
don't, if all of a sudden, Vince decides to call me his husband, I would be equally okay with it as him calling me his wife, because for me, it's like, I don't mind, like, whatever, you know. But
Exactly.
at the same time,
Yes.
we have to be like sensitive for people who, for them, it might be like a bigger deal. Um,
True.
and I don't know. I like it. We can't really assume what Ben's preferred, gender expression or gender identity is, because maybe he's okay with it, because, like, I don't know, like, the way that he responded to Ben, or to Jim, as we kind of saw in the previews, they seem okay. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Exactly. But I love that it's opening up the
Yeah.
conversation. I love that the community is speaking up. And what I love the most is that this is something that, at least when we were young,
Yeah.
uh, wasn't really discussed.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
you're gay, you're considered like female, or it's hard to
Yeah.
assert
Yeah.
that, you know what, I may be gay, but I actually identify as a male.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It was so hard. But nowadays, I'm so happy for the younger generation
Yeah.
because they have
Exactly.
this kind of a story, and the people around them that
Yeah.
are acting out, the reality of
Yeah.
things, that really it's not the
Yeah.
label. Yeah.
Yeah, and I liked what one of the reactors said. There was a reactor that I was watching. Her name is Noah Ko, and she was like
Oh,
reacting to the first episode of Pearl Next Door.
Pearl.
Yeah,
Oh.
I really liked her reaction, and she was explaining that when it comes to labeling, the thing about labels is that it's not for you to place on other people, and it's
Mm,
not for other people to place on you, but all of these labels are really just for you to choose for yourself, right? So,
exactly.
like, okay, like, if you don't want anyone to refer to you as your partner's wife, if you're male, then, fine, it's perfectly okay. But in my case, like, if I prefer, or if I like the fact that, that Vince calls me his wife, I mean, that's really nobody's business. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Perfect. Well, this is one good reason why we should be watching BLs, because BLs make us smarter.
Yeah, and they make us
Char.
think. They make us think, really. That's
They
true.
make us
They do.
think. Yes.
They also
So,
make us
Tita
kind of like,
Josie. Ah, yeah,
kind of
sorry.
they also make us a little bit horny sometimes. I don't
Of course. Yes.
know.
Snap, snap to that. By
I
the
miss
way,
my
Tita
boyfriend.
Josie, you mentioned the name Vince a couple of times, so we may
Yeah.
have viewers that are getting confused. This is not Vince Tanyada
No, no.
and Vince De Jesus, the
No,
other two
no.
Vinces of
Vince
our
is such
life.
like a typical, it's such a typical gay boyfriend name. Like, there are so many Vinces that, especially in
Mhm.
like, in TV series. Like, I remember in, I don't know if you remember Queer as Folk. There was one of the
Oh,
characters whose boyfriend was named Vince.
really? Oh, I
Yeah.
can't remember that. Okay.
And then in Will and Grace, I think Will's boyfriend at some time was also named Vince.
There you go.
And then if you, there are a lot of gay characters where their boyfriend actually their name is Vince.
There you
So
go.
it's such a typical gay boyfriend name. So
There you go. But these two Vinces that I mentioned, Sir Vince De Jesus
yeah.
and Direct Vince Tañada, we love them both. We love
Yes,
you.
yes.
Shout out.
Hello. And yeah, so and shout out also to our friends in the team Karacha GDM on Twitter, with the
Yeah.
Twitter titos, especially Craig, who specifically
Yeah.
asked for a shout out. This is your
Yes.
shout out.
This is your shout out.
Hello, thank you for supporting us, and thanks to all of you who are watching our reactions and who enjoy our little chats at the beginning, right? So yeah, anything else that you want to add for BENxJIM episode 2, or
Tita Josie, you did not ask me if I've seen the thumbnail. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you,
yes,
I've seen it
yes.
and I like it. I like what I saw.
And TJ, like, what do you call this? Not TJ. Ben likes the thumbnail too.
So, if
Can
I
you see
may
his
ask you, Tita
smile? Yeah.
Josie, have you ever had like a sleepover with friends? And were you
Yeah.
ever in that position? That one of your friends just hugged you and kind of put his legs on your hips, childbearing hips or something.
Yeah, I kind of have like childbearing hips. I can't remember. No, no,
Mm.
no. I
Okay,
don't think
well,
so.
I
I mean,
have, and I'll leave it at that.
maybe when I was younger. I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, same here. I guess that was when, because we're just friends that we're so comfortable with each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe that's it.
Yes, Tito Miles, that's it. You're finally opening up on our channel. It's
Yes,
about
guys. More
time.
to come via OnlyFans. Yes. Just
Yeah.
kidding. But yeah, but
So
that looks like a very nice position for Ben and for Jim,
I love it.
to put us
I
in the
love
mood.
it. You prefer being the big spoon or the little spoon, Tito
The big
Miles?
spoon, of
Oh, I love it.
course,
Love
for now, but who's to say by the end of the week? Char.
it. So yeah, so thanks everybody. We will catch you after we watch BENxJIM episode 3. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Yee!
Love it. Yes.
At kapag tumalong ka na, iba yung saya.
Yee!
Iba yung pakiramdam. Parang bahala na ang mundo.
Oh, so
Ang
sweet.
mahalaga,
Mm.
kasama mo ang mahal mo.
Oh. You know what I hope though? I hope that Ben actually tells Jim the whole story of what happened with Leo and that kind of stuff.
Ah,
Right?
okay. Yeah. Oh, and we forgot to talk about that date, the Wi-Fi password, right?
Yes.
But anyway, we're gonna find out in this episode, I guess.
I think so. I think they'll bring it up in this episode. Yee! Hola.
Hola. Si Yayang walang kamalay-malay. Char. Johannes. We're so excited for Johannes. Hooray.
Love it.
Ikaw naman kasi. Yan.
Oh, Leo punched him.
Yung tuloy na papala mo.
Asshole.
At least alam ko
Aw.
marunong pa ako sumuntok mo.
Oh.
Puro kakalokohan kaya yun yung napapala mo.
Oy. Kung nakita mo lang yung Leo na yun, baka konti na lang. Sunduin na ng ambulansya yun.
Oh, that's so sweet.
By the way,
Problematic but sweet.
sino ba yung lalaki na yun? Ex mo ba yun? Ginaganon ka nun.
Oo nga. Exactly.
Ang dami mo naman tanong. Oo, ex ko yun si Leo. Toxic yung relationship namin.
Obviously.
Kaya yun, I choose to stay away. Una.
Eh, bakit mo binoyfriend yun?
For now.
Tsaka pangit niya. Mas gwapo pa ako sa kanya.
Woo!
Hindi mo
That's
agad
it.
I disagree.
Oh, that's it.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
Basta, huwag mo hinahayang ganun. Unang kung sino man.
Hmm.
Oh.
Saan yung Ben na kilala ko dati?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ito si
Love,
Captain
love, love.
Barbell.
Oh, love it.
Palibasa si Darna na idol.
Ah! Oh my God.
Sorry,
that's it.
Darna.
Yes.
Tulungin, present ka.
Yes.
Alam mo, mas gusto
Yeah.
ko si Idol kaysa kay Captain Marvel.
Exactly.
Sige na. Hindi ako woke like you, okay? Basta,
Mhm.
huwag mo hayang ganunin ka ng kung sino man.
Exactly.
Uulitin ko yan.
Exactly.
Nandito
Yeah,
ako.
yeah.
Oh,
Ako poprotekta sa'yo.
love it.
Kaya ko yung sarili ko.
Ooh, yes.
Ay, ako.
I felt that.
Imbis mag-thank you na lang, Dahil niligtas ko siya.
Thank you.
Oh, there we
Okay.
go. Love it. Yes.
Uy, steady,
Yes.
matulog na tayo. Uy, pinayagan na ba kita matulog dito?
Sige na. Parang hindi ko naman to ginagawa dito dati. Tsaka, baka bumalik yung Leo dito. Hawaii na naman yung wifey ko.
So sweet. Oh my gosh.
Yee! Look at that
Oh,
smile.
Sige na,
Look
matulog
at
ka
that smile. I love
the
it. I
smile of
love it.
success and kilig.
Yes.
I'm sorry sa nagawa ko dito. Mga kailangan akong bayaran sa car shop ko. Nga pala, anong meron dun sa June 5?
Oh, we're gonna find out.
There you go.
Ooh.
Di ba sabi mo matulog na ako?
Yes,
Oh
Ben.
my gosh.
Yes.
Tell us, please.
Oh my God, this is it. So sweet. Yee.
Just like that. I thought they were already sleeping and then he moved and okay,
Oh,
okay.
so
I like
sweet.
this. Yes. Where is Jim, son?
Maybe he's cooking breakfast. I don't know.
Oh, that would be nice.
Oh, isn't that the scrapbook?
Oh, shucks. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe Jim looked at the scrapbook.
Ayun, sa wakas. Sir Ben, good morning.
Oh, it's all on.
Ano ba yung booking ko?
Hello.
Hindi.
Hi.
Pwede naman. Gusto mo
Yes.
Oh, do you want to book me?
Yes.
Ito naman, ang aga.
Yes. Yes, all
Kaya
on.
ako kasi nakita kita, yun, dumilim tuloy.
Sakit
Ah?
mo to. Didilim yung araw mo. Oo.
Teka, ano bang ginagawa mo?
Ayun nga. Nawala kasi ako sa Deliver Lover, Sir Ben.
Oh.
Oh,
Days,
no.
Tapos, puro 1 stars pa yung binibigay sa akin.
1 star without S.
Oh,
basta
Oh.
Ayun, nawalan ako ng racket
1
ngayong
stars.
ECQ. Ang hirap pa naman ng buhay ngayon.
Aw.
Wala akong pang tustos sa 17 kong kapatid. Ayoko naman sana magbenta ng
Wow.
laman.
Oh.
Kawawa naman yung virgin kong katawan.
Oh.
Virgin. There you go, Tita Josie.
Bibili mo yung
He's offering himself.
Bibili mo ba kung may...
Oh my God.
Alam mo,
Oh.
you're just wasting my time.
Sir Ben, sige na please. Ako na lang courier mo. Ako na bahala sa padala needs mo. Sige na, kahit ngayong ECQ lang. Kailangan ko lang talaga. Sige na, Sir Ben.
Okay, I cannot refuse.
Para may pampasalubong naman akong pansit sa 18 kong kapatid.
Uy, dito lang kanina yan ha.
Nag-ampon kasi ako kanina umaga. So, yun, nadagdagan. Sige na,
Oh.
sir.
Olan.
Oh, it's so
Fine.
cute.
Basta huwag mo na akong kukulitin ha.
Ay, sige, ako na. Ako na
Uy,
magpapadala niyan.
teka. May nabook na ako dito.
Sir, i-cancel mo na yan. Ako na magpapadala nito. Ako na lang courier mo. Gwapo na. Mabilis pa. Tsaka, ayin ka na lang ha.
Oh, I love that. Oh my God, I love him.
Olan, you're such a player.
I love that.
O ano, Penny-Wenny? Kumain ng totropahan.
Anyway.
Ka nga, confused na nga ako eh.
Saan? Wala ka naman jowa. Ano ka ba? May ECQ ngayon, no? At saka may COVID. Saan ka naman hahanap ng chuchuwain ngayon?
Hoy, do I look that easy to you, Aber?
That's
Eh,
not a
kasi
question
alis
you
lang
want to
ng
be asking your
apps na
friend,
merong
sweetie.
third.
Isa pa.
Alright, sige. So, sino ba yan? Si Leo?
At si Jim?
What? Oo, okay, So let's
And
say
Olan.
na kilala ka talaga nito. Eh ano bang problema mo sa kanya?
Okay, sige, ito na. Remember I was telling you na nagbago
She
siya.
still won't believe
Mayaman
Jim
na siya.
knows him.
Pero kagabi, he changed. As in, he changed. Nung dumating si Leo. Nakulat nga ako pero...
Wow, ang dainty. Sinusugod ng ex.
That's
Tapos
it.
ano, dumating si Jim, tapos nag-agawan sila sa'yo.
Oh, love it.
Wow, ang precious.
Yes.
Tapos ano, nasutukan sila, tapos natalo
You know,
si
she's
Leo.
funny, but she's
Tapos
a pretty
nagsukan
irritating
si Jim.
friend.
Tapos
I know.
Jim, tapos sabi ko sa'yo,
Because she's saying what exactly happened, but she doesn't believe him.
Hi. Tapos ano, tabi kayo sa kama mo natulog? Together kayo doon buong gabi?
Hoy, paano mo nalaman?
Eh ano ka ba, te? Cliché yan ng mga K-dramas ngayon. At saka ilusyon yun ng
Oh my God, this woman.
Love it.
Okay?
Love
At
it.
saka, yung sa amin ni Jim, totoo yun. Wait, naaalala mo yung kwento ko sa'yo? Si Jim yun!
First love mo?
Oh.
Totoo ba?
Huwag kang maingay.
It's episode 3 and she
I don't
still won't
believe
believe him. See, she just said it. I don't believe you yet.
Ikaw, pag napatunayan mo sa akin, tsaka ako magbibigay sa'yo ng matinong advice.
Deal, ano ba gusto mo?
I cannot believe
Eh,
this
syempre, video
woman.
greetings, ano? Eh, pero gusto ko yung katabi ka, ha?
Deal.
Yes, let's do it. Wait, who's outside?
Yee.
Oh, this is that scene. Yes.
Uy,
Uy.
Ben, tara, laro tayo.
Hindi naman ako marunong eh.
Imposible. Tara, tuturuan naman kita eh.
Jim, may favor nga pala ako sa'yo.
Kailangan na naman. Sige, bubugbugin kahit ilang beses sa harap mo.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Okay lang.
Again, problematic, but super sweet.
Pag nakascore ka naman sa akin.
Paano nga ako makakascore? Di naman ako marunong.
Eh, tuturuan kita. Halika. Halika dito. Oh, sige, tulong lang.
Oh.
Oh, that's it. Yes. Yes, Ben.
Dapat, pag
Oh,
ginamit yung
that's
bola,
it. Yes.
diretso mo
Reach
yun.
for his ball, Ben.
Okay.
Reach
Oh,
for
yan,
his
dapat
ball.
yung mga
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Oh, that's it. That's it.
Okay, sige.
Spooning in bed, spooning in the court.
Love it.
Naman.
Yes.
ganun din. Albutin ko.
Wrestling bed. Yes.
Nagawa ko, di ba?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's it.
Alam mo ha, sige.
Oh.
Ano yan? Hindi ka pa nakakascore sa akin.
Teka lang. Kaya yan. Tiwala lang.
Wow.
Wala ka pa rin naman score eh. Di.
Yes.
Oh, wala.
I am enjoying this.
Oh.
Bilib ka na naman sa akin.
Naku, pawis na pawis ka, oh. Magpalit ka ng damit. Sige na.
Nakakaya po.
Ano ka ba? Gusto mo bang mapulmonya ka? Ha? Sige na, magpalit ka na. Si Jim, hindi pa ba tapos maligo? Naku, ang tigas talaga ng ulo niyang batang yan. Oo, mapapasma yan. Naku! Ikaw ang tigas ng ulo mo, ha?
Oh, that's it.
Oh,
Oh,
my
love it.
goodness. Oh.
Yes. Yes, Jimson. Get it. Get it,
Yes.
Jimson. Get it.
Jim
Oh, I
is
love it.
mesmerized.
Oh. Oh. That's it.
Ano ka ba ba dyan?
Tago-tago ka pa dyan.
Eh, nakita ko naman na lahat yan.
Oh, that's it.
Bata pa tayo. Sabi pa nga tayong maligo.
Oh, that's it.
Nating gawin.
That was years
Oh,
ago.
yes.
Things are bigger
Yeah.
now, Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, yung favor ko nga pala na hinihingi. Ben, hindi ko kasi kayang gawin yung favor mo eh. Wala pa akong experience.
He misunderstood.
Yung friend ko kasi, fan na fan mo. Gusto niya humingi ng video greeting mo. Eh, hindi siya naniniwala na close tayo. Sige lang
What?
mo, never mind.
Hindi, wala.
Chipan lang eh.
Hindi yun. Ayan ka na naman eh, oh. Mata mo. Gagawin ko mamaya. Alam mo naman gagawin ko lahat para sa best friend ko.
Oh, friend zone.
Oh my
oh
gosh.
my god, he's so adorable. Yee.
Oh, anong ginagawa mo?
Yes.
Yes.
Dito, uy.
The
Oh,
video.
that's it. That's it.
Shoot the
Yeah.
video.
Ano gagawin natin
Yes.
dito?
Oh.
Ano ba
What?
sa tingin mo?
Yes. Oh my Oh my god, what's this?
Nakakabanga ba?
Is this a dream?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, what's that? What's
Ano yun?
that?
O, diba?
Sa'yo pa pala to?
Oo naman.
What's that?
Jump
Ano
rope?
yan eh.
Or are those like the phone tin cans or
Oh
something?
yeah. Oh my god,
Gamitin
that's so
natin ito mamaya.
sweet.
Paano yan
That's so
sila na?
sweet.
Yeah, to talk, right?
Nakatandaan mo ba paano gawin?
Siyempre naman.
Oh.
Sagutin ko lang.
Oh, look at the look in his eyes.
Did you hear that? Hello, babe, he said.
Mm,
Oh, Ben.
Yeah, Ben didn't hear it either, so.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Ben.
Ben. Ben. Ben. Uy. Kissing na. Napunasan mo na yung panis mong laway, oh.
Telescope, okay na?
Oh.
Oh, it's a telescope.
Oh, what was I thinking?
Oh. Yeah, I thought it was like the telephone thing with the.
Yes,
yung laway mo
right?
yan, oh.
Oh my god, we're so
Panis na,
old
panis
school,
na.
Miles.
Tara, baba na tayo.
Because in the closing credits, Tita Josie, they have these constellations, right? So
Yeah.
maybe, yeah, that's the reason why. Because they like looking at the stars.
Oh.
Yeah. In the treehouse.
Ganda.
Ba't ba natin ginawa to?
Oh, so nice.
Para tignan yung mga constellation.
It's your love nest, boys.
Oh,
perfect
so
constellation.
sweet.
There you go. Leo, Char.
Selfie tayo. Sayang eh. Ang ganda.
Para saan?
For documentation.
Bakit hindi ba makukumpleto ang isang experience? kung
Exactly.
walang documentation?
Exactly.
Wow ha. Coming from you. Sino kaya sa atin yung may 100,000 na followers? Eh ginagawa ko lang naman to para meron akong mabalikan na memories.
Uy, saglit.
Oh.
Ganyan ka magsalita, parang may mawawala isa sa atin.
Bakit
Oh!
sabi mo ba na mag-i-stay yung isang tao? Kung parents nga, di ba, iniiwanan yung mga anak nila.
Eh,
Oh.
I never get to ask you. Kumusta ka pala? Okay ka lang ba? I mean, dyan. Mag-isa ka lang dyan sa bahay niyo. Hindi mo ba namimiss yung family mo?
Depende.
Depende.
Tito Josie, 15,000 are
Kasi pag
watching right
naaalala
now.
ko lang yung sinasabi nila sa
Amazing.
akin, you'll never make it on your own. You will be forever alone dahil sa tinahak mong buhay. Nawawala yung pagka-miss ko.
Imposible!
Oo nga.
Ang bait-bait nila, tita. Alam mo, baka mali lang pagkakaintindi mo.
So in 6 months, I'm 100% sure sa amin din ang baksak mo. Ganun.
Oh.
Kaya ba
Sad.
sobrang hustle ka sa lahat ng ginagawa mo ngayon? Like sa pagbibenta. Lahat ng pwedeng ibenta, ibibenta mo.
Hindi naman kasi ko tulad mo na bata pa lang, malaki na yung napatunayan sa sarili. I mean,
Oh.
24 ka pa lang, ang laki na ng napundar mo. Samantalang ako, 23 na struggling pa din.
Pero di ba, gagraduate ka na this year? Computer engineering.
Yun na nga. Lahat na nakaplano. Graduation, find a job, prove to them na kaya ko sarili ko. Kaso, boom, COVID happens. Nadiskari lahat ng plano. Hindi ko na alam kung paano ko i-prove yung sarili ko sa mom ko. Hanggang kailan pa itong lockdown na to? I mean, pati graduation ko online na nga lang yata eh.
Pero di ba sinabi mo sa akin nag-apply ka na?
Yeah.
Oh,
Pero
Hate
hindi naman kasi
COVID.
yung gusto kong trabaho. Ginawa ko lang naman yun para may makita si mom na progress. Pero hindi ko na pina-follow up kasi hindi naman talaga siya yung gusto ko.
ano ba kasing gusto mo? Online selling? Yun ba?
Hindi. Ang gusto ko, magmahal.
Ay, magaling. Tinamaan na magaling.
Pero gusto kong mag-bake. Magtayo ng bakery. Yung
Oh.
mga matataas na frostings, cakes. Basta ganun, bake lang na mag-bake.
Nagagawa mo naman na. Di ba?
Kaso nga lang, di ba may nagsabi na hindi daw masarap yung cake ko.
Oh, that was you, asshole, Jim.
Sorry na. Ito naman.
Yeah.
Sinabi ko lang naman yun kasi
You guys were
parang
fighting.
sara ang mga bakery dito sa buong Pilipinas kapag nalaman nilang andito na ang
Oh, that's so corny but so super
Kidding
sweet.
aside. Ito, masarap naman ah.
So sweet.
Ben, you're an amazing
I
person.
love this conversation.
Ingit nga ako sa'yo eh. You have your own goals.
Alam mo, minsan kahit ganyan yung thinking ko, wala eh, laging nakaharap. Like this COVID-19. Alam mo, naisip ko na
We
the
hate
stars are
COVID.
never aligned for me to do what I want.
Never aligned ka dyan. Alam mo? Oh. Ito, ayan oh. Di ba yan yung favorite mong constellation? Oh, ayan. Tingnan mo. Oh, di ba yan yung favorite mo? Vela. The sails of a ship.
Oh.
Ben.
I have to brush up on my constellations.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Wow. Wow.
He remembered.
Aw, I love these boys.
So sweet. He remembered his favorite constellation.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Vince is always pissed off at me because I can never even remember his favorite snacks.
O sige na, panalo ka na. Wala akong nakuhang evidence. Ayaw niya pa-video eh.
Oh.
Ano ka ba? Masyado kang pa-insensitive talaga. Eh kung na nga, kaya nga ako tumawag, te.
Dahil yes! Confirm na confirm! Affirmative! Close talaga kayo ni
What?
Magkakilala talaga kayo at hindi lang
Huh?
basta talaga magkakilala.
Oh, I wonder what
Super
Jim posted.
close.
Ano sinasabi mo?
Yan, masyado kang
Why?
innocent, eh. Alam mo, sana Ano, yan ang tutok kay Jay.
So hello guys, this is Jim Alcantara.
Oh.
Yes, magkakilala kami tong ngokong na tong si Ben Mendoza.
Oh, that's the sweetest.
Oh.
Kasi magkapit-bahay kami, magkapit-bahay.
Oh,
At
that's the
hindi lang basta
sweetest.
friends. Hindi, super duper duper close friends to the
Oh my
whole wide universe.
god.
At yes, ayan, nakikita
That's
niyo.
the sweetest.
Dito siya natutulog. Kaya sa mga kaibigan niya hindi naniniwala dyan, ito na ebidensya.
Take that, girl. Take that.
Oh.
Yes. Oh. Oh, finally. My God. She believes.
Ayaw mo kasing maniwala.
Naniniwala na nga ako sa'yo. Huy ha, pupunta ako dyan. Magbanding tayo.
Ako, naisip ko pa, 2 weeks pa yun. At saka pag na-live-in, uuwi na si Jim sa kanila. Saka wala ka naman sasakyan.
Ano ba to? Inosente na may amnesia pa. Eh di ba, volunteer nurse ako, so meron akong quarantine pass. At saka ano ba, may bike ako.
Oh.
Sige na, ikaw bahala.
Oh, nice.
On the way.
Yee! Yes, Ben!
So
Yes,
happy.
Benny! Oh, that was the
Yes,
sweetest.
so happy.
Jimson really is the sweetest. He's the sweetest.
Oh, we just love Jimson Alcantara.
Oh
my
my
gosh.
Oh, but I think this is where Babe is gonna show up.
Ah, yeah. Shucks. True.
Kaya, ganyan dapat.
Olan.
Yee!
Gusto mo
Olan.
kung ginaganaan magtrabaho.
Oh!
Para maganda yung araw.
Yee!
Sorry,
Love
Olan.
it.
Panira ka talaga ng moment.
Sorry na. Eh, natutuwa lang naman ako kasi hindi mo ako tinatarayan ngayong araw eh.
Oh.
It's for a different reason, Olan.
Kompleto na lahat yan, ha? Baka mamaya mali-mali ka na naman.
Kompleto yan. Ako na lang kulang.
Oh.
Eto,
Ano to?
peace offering ko sa'yo.
Oh. I
Thank you
love
gift ko na rin
him.
Kasi binigyan mo ako ng racket niyan.
Taga. Peace offering tapos thank you gift. Oh, hindi dapat dalawang milk tea to.
Milk teas with S. Huwag ganun, baka masobra. Mamatay ka niyan, sige ka. Sige na, inumin mo na. Masarap yan, promise. Kasing sarap ko.
Oh, love it. Yes,
Baka,
Olan.
sige na.
Olan
Yeah.
is giving it.
Mamaya madisgrasya ka pa sana.
Uy, huwag naman ganun.
Oh.
Tsaka, nagiging tayo pa, di ba?
Ooh, that's it.
Wala.
Yes, Olan. I love this.
Magiging
I love
rider mo
it.
pa ako sa mahabang panahon, di ba?
Ooh, that's it.
Sige na.
Olan.
Love it. Love
Smooth
it.
Olan.
Oh my god, I love him. Oh, that's the girlfriend now.
Oh, now I'm craving milk tea.
May sino hinahanap nila?
Oh, hi. I'm Yana. I'm looking for 28B. Ito ba yun?
Yes. Ito yung 28A, yan yung 28B.
Ah, okay.
Sino hinahanap mo?
I'm looking for my boyfriend. He lives here kasi.
Yeah.
Boyfriend?
Ah, yeah, maybe you know him. Jimson Alcantara.
Oh, that's tough. Oh.
Problem.
Oh, he
This
dropped the
girl.
drink.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh. And it's the cliffhanger. I thought we were gonna find out about her earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Well, we have a preview.
Yes.
Yee, Olan!
I love Olan. Yes. Appreciation.
Love it.
Next week.
Na-elbow ka bigla.
Akala ko ba super duper close to the whole wide world kayo niyan?
Eh, dumating lang itong si
Here she
ate girl,
goes.
oh, hindi ka na pinansin bigla.
Mm.
Tingin nyo, kikiligin kaya si Yana dito?
Oo naman,
Kay
oo
Yana,
naman,
ah.
syempre naman.
Ikaw, Ben, kung sa'yo gawin to, kikiligin ka ba?
Oh. Oh my god, that's it.
Oh my gosh, it's their anniversary. Oh my gosh.
Actually, may surprise.
Oh, he's eating alone. Oh my god, in his treehouse! In their treehouse together. Oh, Benny.
So it's gonna be a sad episode next week. Alright. Thanks for letting us know, guys, so we can take our medication in advance.
So thanks everybody for watching. This is our third and last. This
Take
is our third
care.
and last reaction for BENxJIM. Ah.
There you go. Oh, we're gonna feel bad next week. I mean,
See, this is why Ben should be with Olhan.
uh,
So when are you gonna record this song, Tito Miles?
good question, Tita Josie.
Your list
Been
is piling up again.
very busy lately. But we discovered something that will help us more with
I
our
know. I know.
music. Thank you. Yay.
I love it. I love it.
Milk tea. I'm really craving milk tea. I hope well, what time is it? No. I cannot get it
8:30.
anymore.
Yeah, it's too
Cannot
late.
get it anymore. Oh well, tomorrow then. I have milk tea tomorrow.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. Yes. So when I was checking the viewers, Tita Josie, we kind of peaked at 17,000
Oh,
viewers,
nice,
which
nice,
is
nice.
amazing. That is amazing.
Yeah, it is. It
This
is.
series is really starting to become a, you know, very popular series.
I mean, it's Regal, so
Of course, yes. If it's from Regal, it's the Tak Regal char.
yeah, absolutely. I love it. I love it.
Aw,
So, what did you think,
wow.
Tito Miles?
First of all, Tita Josie, for me, the highlight of the
Mm.
episode is the fact that
Mm.
when they were, I mean, not the fact that, but rather when they were looking at the constellations, and
Yes.
Jimson remembered the favorite constellation of Ben. For me, that's like, a sign that that Jim is really like paying attention to
Yeah.
Ben, and that he knows how to give appreciation to Ben by telling him,
Yes. Yes.
that he's an amazing person, and at the same time by giving him some proof, that
Yeah.
that he's a very supportive
It was so
man,
sweet. Like seriously, all of the
person.
animosity that might have built up between the two of them in episode 2 was
Mhm.
like gone in this episode. It was just like super super sweet.
Exactly. I think that's also part of like us getting to know Jim better. That
Yeah.
he's more than that guy who teases Ben all the time,
Yeah,
or kind
yeah.
of homophobic. So we've seen that protective side of him in the previous
Yeah.
episode, and
Or
now,
Or I don't know,
yeah.
like for me, I don't know if I would call him homophobic. I think like he said is like the perfect description. He's just not
Mhm.
woke, or
Not
maybe
woke,
he's
true.
maybe just not like aware.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
he's
would take that. Yeah.
I don't think he's intentionally homophobic. It
Oh
doesn't
man,
seem that way.
that's true. Yeah, kind of like more of like the Pinoy culture of teasing and all that,
Yeah, just not aware.
but just yeah, not that aware.
Mm.
So yes, for me that was a highlight, and
Yeah.
I like that he told Ben that he's jealous of him because he has goals in life. He may not
Yeah.
be anywhere near his goals because
Yeah.
he keeps comparing himself to Jimson, but
Yeah.
Jimson still respects him and
Yeah.
understands
I
that
love that he opened up
one day,
in that way.
yeah, he's gonna make it. I love that scene.
I love
Super
that
love.
scene so much. Yeah, it was so cute.
Yes.
This was really just a super, super cute episode. So I'm so happy that that's the last reaction we're ever gonna make for BENxJIM. Because I don't want to see Ben's heart break in episode 4. I can't stand
I
that, Tito
know.
Miles.
Yes. I
I
mean,
don't
we
want
cannot hate
that.
Yana because she's like, the innocent girlfriend. But
Yeah.
I mean, okay, here's
Yeah.
another person that we love who's gonna be heartbroken next week.
And did you see like, the look in Jimson's eyes? Like he really truly is in love with her. And the fact that it
Yes.
seems that he's gonna like propose. I don't know.
Yes. I mean, what will that thing be in the small box, right?
Yeah.
A condom, probably. Just kidding. Of course,
Yeah.
it's a ring. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a bit sad next week, but hopefully
Oh.
there'll be some more kilig scenes to compensate. Tita Josie, I was very kilig with the basketball scene. In
Yeah.
fairness,
Especially how they were
yes.
grinding up on each other. Did
I
you see that, Tito
know. We were just
Miles?
talking about spooning, and
Yeah.
now, yes, another spooning, but this time in the court. I love it.
Yes. And like I was
Yes.
telling you, Tito Miles, in our chat before the episode started, everybody should be careful of spooning because if you spoon too much, spooning leads to forking.
Leads to forking. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love this episode. I love the
Oh,
kilig. The
so
thumbnail.
cute.
I was really expecting that the thumbnail would happen, like towards the middle of the episode, and then
Yeah.
they would sleep off, and then show maybe a few frames of them sleeping already, and then
Yeah.
suddenly, Jim will, put his stuff
Yeah.
around Jim. But it was really, I mean, Ben, but it was really quick. He just did it right off the
Yeah.
bat, before
Oh,
they
it's so
fell asleep. But
cute.
it still served the
It's
purpose.
the
I'm sure everyone's
cutest.
killing as us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so cute. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Anything else that you want to add, Tito Miles?
I was browsing earlier and I
Mhm.
found that we have some people from Indonesia watching Ben X Gym.
Nice.
And also in our YouTube analytics, we noticed that there's some Indonesian fans also
Nice.
who watch us. So, hi guys from
Hello.
Indonesia. Yes, apa kabar is how they say, kind of like
Yeah.
what's up in Indonesia. So,
Yeah.
yes, saying hi to our
Because
Indonesian
TJ is
watchers,
really,
viewers.
really big in Indonesia, you were saying,
Yes,
right?
that
Yeah.
too. Yes, he's big in Indonesia. So if some
Awesome.
of the Indonesian fans are also watching our reaction, we hope that you
Hello.
enjoy it. And yeah, hope you watch with us in the next episodes as
Yeah.
well.
Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.